Okay, are we actually live? Is there no error this time? Hello everyone. Welcome back to The Literary Machine. This is K.O. Lynn, back with another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. We are coming down to the end of the game. We're there. It's just a matter of a couple of episodes, from what I understand. So that's really exciting. I always love coming to an end, because generally, games pull out the stops to make it the best, the strongest. And given that this is Final Fantasy, I expect nothing different. So let's get moving. Where is everybody? Oh, there they are. I was gonna say, I was pretty sure I had Gav with me. Oh, damn it. Nope. There we go. I have a setting on my D-pad that allows me, well, on my controller, it allows me to either use a joystick to control Clive or the D-pad, and I find the D-pad to be much faster.
Ugh, this place reeks like a moble's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
I don't know why things are so stuttery. At least it looks stuttery to me. Oh. Come on. There we go. Come on, Clive. Get up.
Nice try.
And it's got a that out for Torgal, doesn't it? I was dodging. Hi Zomber, how's it going? So I actually did not miss streaming last Tuesday. No, what happened was that I went to streaming, I hit go live, there was an error, and I thought it resolved itself because everything looked fine, but no, it meant that I wasn't streaming. So I did not realize I wasn't streaming until an hour and a half in. So by that point, I said, well, forget it. I'm not gonna bother.
Too slow.
Dang it, I keep forgetting. There we go. Let's do some damage to this thing. There we go.
To me, blades!
So unfortunately, the next hour and a half or so is stuff that I've already seen. Figures. Yeah, technology is just so much fun. Gotta tell you how much I love technology sometimes. Okay, I faced this thing last time, so we're gonna do it again.
No holding back.
Yay, finally remembered. Oh, I was dodging.
Well done.
I dodged that too. Having a great time. I think it's because there seems to be some latency. 'Cause the game is being kind of jittery for some reason. Come on, dodge! go. Some luck, finally. Alright. Just go all the way to the end over here. Oops.
That's better.
Done level 3 before, so let's see how good this is. Oh, come on. Gonzaga. Gonna say, I think it's the end, but nope. What's that? Okay, never mind. Nothing to worry about. Let's keep moving. Oh, I don't really want to face another truffle. Or trifle, sorry, trifle. Come on, go. Go in for the kill. Not the kill, but... It's hard to really time these things when the game is so jittery. I really don't know why the game is acting up all of a sudden. I haven't changed anything. And I wonder, am I allowed to change my gear in the middle of a fight? Yeah, I need to get rid of Rick's Direwolf Jess. Increases combo damage by 5. Wolf Light. Yeah, unable to change while in combat. I'll have to update that. Because I will go back to the whole, like, training ring if it means being able to actually dodge some of this crap. What? Still not dead? Jeez. Okay. Oh, right. I forgot you can pick up bits of health after you... Oh no, we are not facing another one of those damn things. We're going this way. Not the one I wanted. Nope, wrong way. I see an item. I see a couple items, but we're not gonna go that far to get that one. Because I don't wanna. That's right. Over here. Follow the icon. I just realized that we haven't addressed Torgal in some time. Come here, boy.
Good boy.
someone needs a good scritch every now and then. Especially Torgal, because he is the best of boys.
Oh, much breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
I'm sure...
That must be Estla.
I think he mentioned Isla. In the previous episode when he said, oh, these maps are old, but I think we're heading towards a village called Isla.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap! No quarter!
So I did mention, I think in my previous episode, that it was going to be basically impossible to get to the next Mothercrystal because our moves are very well telegraphed. And so I was trying to dodge that. And so I wouldn't be surprised at all if Odin / Barnabas, whatever you want to call him, knew we were coming. And I did say this on my last playthrough, that no one could see. Okay, let's go. I'm a little bit too trigger happy on the dodge. Clive, always with the good advice. I don't want to die here. Then don't. Oh, right, this guy. I forgot about him. I always wonder where in the world these kind of guys come from. How can they be this beefy?
Of course it bloody isn't.
Christ. Yeah, I'm trying to get some dodges in.
Guess we're ready.
Okay, yeah. Get down already. Okay, the game seems to be clearing up with the lagginess. Because it's going much smoother. Finally. Once again, forgot to change my items. Next time.
Fire and flame!
There we go. That was not as smooth as my last one. I mean, my last one wasn't that smooth either, but I definitely used a lot fewer high potions.
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, are we really that surprised? He was totally watching every single avenue. Why wouldn't he be?
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
They seem to have made Odin, like, stupidly powerful. But this is probably one of those sort of devil's bargains things where, oh yeah, he aligns himself with Ultima, and Ultima gives him power that he otherwise would not have. I wonder if Joshua can fly over that as the Phoenix.
What did you do?
Made a cage.
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
And what are you gonna do to stop him?
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
Clive doesn't even know.
Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
I don't think you are.
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
I mean, he's clearly funneling us. He wants us to go somewhere specific, so, yeah, we gotta go where he wants us to. I'm just roaming around for supplies, don't mind me.
There's no one home, Clive.
Then let's find somewhere to sit down and look at the map.
I know, Gav. I know that there's no one here. But there is... chests. Yeah, we're not allowed in any of these buildings. At least not this... not this one. I was gonna go down the stairs, but then I remember there's this, so we can just... take a faster way down. How'd you guys beat me down? That's not fair. Yeah, I know. You want me to go down... go towards the destination. I am a little bit curious about what Odin was meant about, oh, well, I need to make you presentable. Is this the part where he's talking about, like, Clive, your free will is so bothersome. You need to be relieved of it. Like, is that what he meant by presenting to his master? So that Clive doesn't have his free will?
You don't want us to go this way, then. So where do you want us to go?
I'm sure there's only one way to go, Clive. Probably this way. I think we... yeah, it's getting mad at me now. It's like, no! Don't go there. We don't want you to go there. Go this way. Oh yeah, I think I came... did I come into here? Or did I go somewhere else? I don't know. I know where you want me to go, and I'll get there. But you left goodies. You left treasure goodies. And I need my treasure. Like any good D&D player, I need my treasure. Didn't find much treasure. But I don't think I'm looking as hard as I was before.
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
What do you mean by that, guys? Because I don't see anything. Yeah, see? Here's another chest. 20 bloody hides.
Please. Please. Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, alright?
Who? My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcade. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far alone to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, okay, is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Gone east to the tower, to reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
Then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I do
knew it.
believe that
It's
showed
the same as Phoenix Gate.
Joshua outside the cage.
Which means at the end of these stairs should be. The mural is complete.
And in much better resolution.
Ultima and his vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix? By the founder.
I'm reminded that Joshua said, "Well, you're not taking my icon," but it shows, of course, that Bahamut, Ifrit.
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
He wants Ifrit and the Phoenix combined. Does that mean that Joshua has to give up his icon? I don't know.
So that's how it's gonna be then.
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Jill could be Sid. I think it'd be kind of weird for Mid to take up her own father's name. But I don't know, maybe she wouldn't mind. But anyway, one of the things that struck me upon seeing that tapestry of Ultima and all of the icons together was the fact that we've not actually really gotten any lore about previous Phoenixes or Ifrits or, Bahamut, blah, 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 blah. Clearly, Ifrit was an icon. Maybe it's not born as frequently as the other icons are, but there had to have been more that existed. So why aren't there any records of it? That seems in particular odd to me. But maybe I'm wrong.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
Red Dragon. I actually am not familiar with Red Dragon. Wait, did the items respawn? That seems strange. Got almost all my potions back at least. That's something. Oh, cool. There actually is like a slot there for it. That's kind of neat, actually. I hadn't seen that before.
It's over.
It's over. Oh. One of the Hannibal Lecter Silence of the Lambs. I did see Silence of the Lambs. I have not seen Hannibal. And I've definitely not seen the Red Dragon. Would you say it's something along the lines of, there are peoples previously who would cannibalize their enemies to absorb their powers? Something like that? Oh my gosh. Once again. I have done the thing. I've just barreled forward. Let's change some freaking gear. Yeah, I absolutely do not want Rook's Gambit stuff. I don't even have Garuda on here. So let's get away from that, shall we? Okay, number 2. I do like the potency of potions. That's nice. But I think... Here we go. Timely evasion. I know that's like a baby's toy, but screw it. Timely evasion is useful. I don't think I have any Shiva augments yet. That'd be kind of nice. Oh, okay. Like Ultima is the Red Dragon where he has slaves. Okay, I forget which one is the most powerful. I think it was purple that was the most powerful. So let's, well, at least try to stick with purple. Breath of Fire. Yeah, it's small. Probably not the most ideal, but I kind of want it. The Eye of the Warrior. Increases strength tonic. We don't even use strength tonic. Increases attack by 12. I do like defense, though. Let's stick with defense. Defense will always be helpful. Oh yes, leveling up. I did that too on the playthrough that you guys did not see. I decided that I didn't want to level that up. Will of the Wisps. I don't even use Will of the Wisps. I could probably stand to actually try it. Rama. I've not really used Rama, and I'm not using Garuda. I use Scarlet Cyclone. I've used Scarlet Cyclone the whole time, so I guess I'll just level that up as well, entirely. Let's go. I can't remember what was down here.
There's something there. I can feel it. But now's not the time.
Really? When will be the time? We're in endgame here, Clive. Not that you know that, but endgame. I think probably what's most funny. Come on. There we go.
Nice try.
One of these. It's only one, so I don't need it to be like... Whoops. Wow, that went much better last time. Wow, timely evasion is helpful. What's up here? Oh yes. I remember this. Oh yeah, the adamantine gauntlets. So, I've been playing on my Switch lately, and of course, Switch has A, B, X, and Y, but they're in a different configuration, so, of course, I've been pressing the wrong button. Oh yes, let's put on our adamantine. I'm assuming the red means that there's something better that I can use. No, maybe something new, but not better. Levin bolt. Why do we even still have that? Adamantine gauntlets. Increases HP by 500, yeah. That's my 30 defense. We'll do this instead. Yes, it's, I mean, timely evasion is I kind of put it on specifically for Mega Flare.
This is it, boy.
I really wish you wouldn't say it like that. I fear rhetorical now. Don't make me fear for Torgal. That'd be mean. So yeah, imagine my shock when I got here, and it's just like, you are trapped in a cage of Odin's own making, but hey, you can go wherever you want. So, I'm sure some of you will be pleased to hear that even though I accidentally played an hour and a half of the game when I didn't mean, when I wasn't streaming it, guess what? That is as far as I got with the story, because I went back to the Hideaway and did some quests. I thought, oh, you know, we're coming to the end of the game. I really haven't spent any time on quests at all. And maybe I should. Maybe I should do more quests.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
So yeah, I came back here. Who did I speak to for quests? This one for sure.
She can't keep this up much longer. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Tyre's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the Hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Tyre to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
If there's one thing that I do appreciate about Final Fantasy XVI, especially its quests, so far, and obviously I haven't done very many quests, the quests are not very onerous. Like, they're usually pretty easy to do. And maybe that was the point.
Tyre, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Tyre. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Whoops. Wrong button. If I remember it, it's here. Okay, are we officially back? I don't have to go live. But yes, computer froze. There's one thing that I don't like about this, this particular, computer. I didn't struggle with this. I did not struggle with this with my old computer. When the computer freezes, like, it really freezes. I can't even get into Task Manager. I have to restart the whole damn thing. And that was pretty rare on my last computer. I wonder if it's a Windows 11 thing over Windows 10. Maybe this is why people complain about Windows 11. Okay. Just want to make sure my gear is what it was before. Yes, it is. So let's go back to Lost Wing. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption in broadcast.
Good day to you.
Seems to be pretty old hat at this point. Okay, I can go.
If we've no crystals to keep the catch cold, we'll have to solve it.
Whoops.
Are we had to dig a new cellar?
Hello, Sid.
Hey!
Oh, right.
Are you even listening?
Not the form I thought I was in. Okay, it's just around the corner up here.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
I mean, you live in a fantasy world, Clive. You should be used to spiders being the size of girls. Da 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 na 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 na.
Hopefully one won't be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
Indeed, so we can just go straight back to this map and go home.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Here you go.
Thank goodness you're back. Taya looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Taya's right. Sometimes it's all we can do.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
Skulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Daya. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
You know, Clive, you might be more effective if you were, I don't know, the Duke of Rosaria, maybe? Anyway, on the note of quests, obviously I have not done very many, and maybe that's to my detriment. But the ones that I have done, I tend to prioritize the ones at the Hideaway, simply because these are people that Clive lives with and we see the most often, and it would be nice to actually get, you know, an eye view of what some of these people are doing.
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything here. But I am going to finally make you buy my old stuff.
And be thankful you got that much. You got out else? And be thankful you got that much. You got out else?
I'm always thankful, Karen. Okay, I'm full up on potions, so for once, Karen owes me.
Is that all?
Although I might be back.
Trouble with your gear, or something falling, do you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm missing the desert rose.
That it?
So I'm gonna go and buy some more off Karen.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
There
Whoops. What did I need? 7? Yeah, I needed 7. Ugh. Come on. Whatever.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
For once, I'm
It'd better all be
buying.
here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
You know, given that Karen and Goots are like the Hideaway's chief merchants, you'd think they'd be sharing in my guild that I make.
Is that all?
I wonder if that would offend their sensibilities.
Yep. So, what'll it be? My best work, but it'll do.
Oh, that reminds me. I learned recently that there are mods available for Final Fantasy XVI, and I was looking at them. Most of the ones that interest me are cosmetic mods. The funniest one that I saw was it changed all of Clive's sword appearances to keyblades from Kingdom Hearts. I thought that was hilarious. Okay, yeah. That's what I wanted to do, is look at the Aret zone. And then if I had actually installed that mod, oh yeah, we're doing the Rune Blade for a while. I'm happy with that. I like the Rune Blade. Anyway, if I had installed that mod and then made Clive's sword a keyblade, you would then hear me quoting a bunch of Kingdom Hearts, like, "My friends are my power." Oh, yeah. I remember now. When I was looking around for quests to do, I realized that there's a ton of letters over here with quests in them that I have totally missed. Look at all this that I have not read. Oh, here's a Blackthorn one. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Assuming it ain't just the forge. You mentioned doing the forge quests
Hopefully
was...
it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
You mentioned that the forge quests are quite beneficial, so let's go ahead and do that one. We're back again.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you got a keen eye, I'll give him that. Well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realized he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Yeah, so you can, if you want to install it yourself, Zomber, you can find, I saw the mod on Nebula.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
I decided to go ahead and keep my playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI clean. They did have some other mods, like there was one where it turned Jill's appearance into Benedicta. That would have been awkward if you ask me. But there were also other mods, like one turned Jill, or one gave Jill Tifa's outfit from Final Fantasy VII. There were one also made her in the appearance of Yuna from Final Fantasy X, which I wouldn't have minded.
You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients.
Oh,
Reckon
yeah.
He'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Why do you even bother beating around the bush with Karen, Clive? But then again, maybe it's just his, it's for his amusement. Yeah, modding on the PS5 would be much harder. That's kind of one of the reasons why I've kind of become a PC-only kind of person, because I do love modding on the PC. Well, the only game that I've really modded is Stellaris. But I do love mods when I have them available.
Awfully thin these days.
I just recently learned that there's like a new mod for Final Fantasy X, and it's some kind of you can play Final Fantasy X in a new way, and basically someone redid all of the fights and the sphere grid and all the bosses, so they're all different. It's kind of a hardcore thing, so I don't think I'll ever bother with it. I'm sure other people will be happy to play it, but not me.
Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The Town Watch and the Merchants Guild have remained united in the defense of Dalamil thus far. But we cannot be blind to the fact that having two leaderships is a recipe for division.
What we need is a mayor. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
So far, like 70% of my quests in or 70%, more like 90% of my quests have involved bandits in Dalamil Inn. Okay. Where was I supposed to? Oh, up here. Okay. I mean, Clive is a warrior. He's probably just like, swords are all that matter. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry, Ambrosia. I'm gonna need you and your speed. Yeah, when it comes to modding, I'm usually not too interested in changing the gameplay. I like either quality of life mods or like appearance mods. Things that affect the appearance that don't really affect the game at all, other than how things look. Some quality of life mods, like I looked into modding Subnautica because I saw some mods on there that I really enjoyed. It was things like have a locker auto sort all your items, which would have been amazing. But I was not able to mod Subnautica because you needed a legacy version of Subnautica, and the legacy version meant that I wouldn't have some other things that were really good about Subnautica.
Thanks, Gal.
Okay, I'll fight you. You're asking for a fight, so you got one.
Let's go.
It was just around the corner.
We've got company. Tear the bastard head off.
There we go. I'm a little bit too quick on the draw.
Let's try.
23,000. Hell yeah.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I appreciate that the game doesn't make us bother with the logistics of how Clive does that.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword.
Poor guy.
It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Nice.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Well, Wyvern, may our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Okay, there's always a possibility that this guy is just making up this competition in his head, but admittedly, Uncle Byron is eccentric enough to take up the competition, I think. And also, Oh yeah, I was gonna say the guy might be less taken with Clive if he learns that he's the nephew of Byron. I am a little bit surprised that he used the name Wyvern. I fully expected him to use the name Sid. Probably wise that he didn't.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Hey, a whetstone?
Yes, but not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Uh-oh. Do we have materials for a new blade? Excalibur. A diagram detailing the steps to forge a sword to rival that of a legendary king. Necessary for crafting the sword Excalibur. Well then, this was not a quest that I did during the stream that never happened.
What do you want?
Grimalkin hide. Now where can I find that?
And?
It seems to be a fairly common ingredient. I wonder if Karen would have it.
Clive. Going purse weighing you down?
Always. It's always weighing me down. Why don't you have anything? Last elixir. Upon KO, automatically restores, fills limit gauge and increases attack power by 10% and defense by 30% for 60 seconds. Wow. I mean, I have 20,000, so...
It'd better all be here.
Oh.
Finished, are you?
A humpboard creature, huh? Well, let's at least go look. We're coming up on, you know, the last episode or so of Final Fantasy XVI, so if it's easy enough, I'm gonna go for it. I admit, though, I had not planned on spending this much time doing quests, but Oh, and before I forget, next week's stream will be canceled. I have a surgery the very next day, and I will be preparing for that. Pandemonium. Dread Comet. Oh, man. The pack. I got the pack by mistake. Breaker of Worlds. Ten of Clubs. The Magath Brothers. I mean, this looks like bandits. Muddy Murder. There's the Grimalkin. It's a C level, so it shouldn't be that hard. But it's a kitty cat. Just off the Sickle, the road that leads from Dalamil to the Jaw, lies a dead-end canyon into which travelers moving at night are wont to stray, providing a constant supply of sustenance for a feline most foul. With the daytime desert heat ever its own threat to life, and merchants ever mindful not to waste their last shards of crystal on the lighting of lamps, only the monster's demise might save them. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting that it doesn't actually point me in the direction of where these are. It just kind of gives you hints as to where it is. So, Dalamil. Oh, the Jaw. I guess I know where I'm going.
Everything's back the way it was.
Fresh silks from the can.
Mustard and mandrake.
If there's one thing we've learned over the past
When the Fang fella took my livelihood.
We need someone who can bring the whole town together.
Nothing to report. Same as yesterday.
Nothing to report. Same as yesterday. The Sickle. Okay, yeah, here it is. If I remember correctly, that was cut off the last time we went through here to get to Hugo Kupka. Will I be doing more hunts to find better weapons? But noted that it's not that good. Bummer. Maybe I should just stop now. Then if it's not really that good. If I went ahead and went to the story, would whatever happens next finish in 15 minutes? I think the strongest one is the Gotterdammerung, and it's 350 attack. Wow. I know my current sword is something like, what, 270? 295. It's actually pretty good. At first I thought this chain thing would be whatever spike thing, cage thing that Odin made, but it's not. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's not. I think you know it won't be done in 15 minutes. Fair. Fair. And good to know that my suspicion was accurate. I guess in that regard, let's just go ahead and do the bounty. But yeah, this quest that I did, it was quite old, so probably not all that surprising that it's... Oh, good job, Torgal. Oh, yes, headed the right way. Let's just do a good deed because we're a good person, right? Helldiver. Wow, level up. HP, ooh. Got 50 more HP. Nice. I feel like the stats would be more interesting if we could actually affect them in some meaningful way. What I mean by that is, you know, actually picking the stats that you level up in. But it's whatever, it's whatever. Hill Gigas. I feel like the Grimalkin is at the very end of this. There is 100% no chance that they can remove the crazy from me. Not possible. Already. Okay, going the right way. Just making sure I didn't get turned around. Goblin Mugger. Aw, I was kind of hoping I'd actually get something from this, but I guess not. noticed that plants are really weak to frost. That's one thing I find very interesting about Final Fantasy XVI compared to even just the couple of Final Fantasies that I've played, is that there isn't a focus on elemental weakness, like, at all. And since we are so close to the end of Final Fantasy XVI, it's highly probable that I may stick around longer if, like, the story is really getting good. But that very much depends, like, if there will be breaks at all in the action. Maybe there won't be. But this whole time, this game has just been like, we have been teasing you and teasing you and teasing you. Oh, there it is. I like its look. It's like a tiger and a leopard all at once.
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine.
That is quite the pack of dogs this Grimalkin has. Haha. I'm not wasting the rest of my moves on you.
And then there was one.
This is a big cat. I was trying to dodge. It's done. Grimalkin High. I'll at least make Excalibur since I went to all that trouble.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
I did see that there was like a ledge that I could crawl up here, so let's see what's up here. There better be something good, I swear. After all that trouble. There is something. Meteorite. That's not that interesting. I probably should have done this one a lot sooner. Oh well, my reputation precedes me. I like how Torgal immediately goes to Karen.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
What'd you want? There we go.
Should last you a good while.
I'll equip it. I can't reinforce.
And?
Oh. Accidentally got on the cuffs, not the
What'd you
weapons. There we go. Platinum cannons? Oops. I do not have enough for Rune Blade. Not that it really matters.
That it?
Okay. Let's look at it. Okay, yeah. It's not better than what I've currently got. Which is my rune. Though modern-day plays such as The Adventures of Sir Crandall have taken to embellishing the tale considerably, historians do agree that long ago the nations of Valisthea were, for a short time, united under a single king and his band of loyal knights. Whether or not he was indeed crowned upon drawing a sword from a stone is a matter still up for debate. Oh, but I thought, the Lady of the Well gave Arthur Excalibur, and a system of government is a system of government is no basis. I can't even remember the Monty Python quote, but something about a watery tart throwing a sword at you is no basis for a system of government. There we go. Ooh. I forgot to look and see if there was a possibility to reinforce my adamantine. I don't see any. Ooh, I could, and I think I will.
Thank me later. And?
Okay. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, can I do my...
Gear, or... So, will it be?
I'm missing a coral whisker. What do I have right now? Oh, I already have the rune belt +2. Duh. Oh. It's 8:30. So unfortunately, we did not really get very far in the story. Not as far as I was hoping, but I was kind of just thinking like, maybe I should actually do some quests in Final Fantasy XVI, because I've left so much kind of undone and unsaid. One of the things that has bothered me a little bit about Final Fantasy XVI is that And this was a criticism I had of Final Fantasy XII, is that I really don't feel like I've been able to get to know the characters very well. And what I mean by that, because it's not like we haven't spent a lot of time with them, it's that we don't get scenes, or we don't get very many scenes that aren't focused on the story. I mean, yes, there are, as I said, I've been prioritizing quests specifically for people in the Hideaway because you get a bit more of that intimacy between Clive and, you know, the people that he is supposed to be caring for. But it took, how long? 20 hours before we learned about Jill's past and what she'd been doing in the time while Clive was basically a mercenary. So it just feels like the story, or I should say the game, hasn't focused much on the characters' relationships with one another, which, you know, isn't a bad thing. It's just, I find that it kind of adheres me to the characters better when I feel like I know them on a deeper basis. And I feel more like I know the likes of Clive and Jill and Joshua especially on just kind of a skin deep level. Like, I like them. I can tolerate being in their presence for all. I can tolerate being in their presence, so it's not like I hate them or anything, but yeah, I just haven't felt particularly drawn to these characters. 12 was my favorite before 7 Remake. That's cool. 12 is a good game. Like, there is no doubt about it. I did play it, and I did finish it. I'd say with 12, I really didn't care about Vaughn in particular. He just kind of seemed like a much weaker Titus, especially in the design. But I 100% expect to play 12 for this channel. I would love to play 12 for this channel. Like, I know I've already talked about playing all the Final Fantasies, and that's definitely kind of a lesser goal. But I do really want to play 12 in particular, just because I've played it before, and I think it's a story definitely worth talking about, especially given the story beats that it has compared to other media. You know what 12 is, so I'm sure you've heard, or I'm sure you know of, some of these story beats in relation to other stories, other very famous and popular stories. But yeah, I'd love to talk about that. Yeah, it's really interesting because years and years down the road, I could have sworn when Final Fantasy X came out, I remember hearing a lot of criticism about it. People really did not like Final Fantasy X, or at least that was my read on the situation. They hated the turn-based combat where you waited, they hated the turn-based combat where you got to wait forever to make a move, which strayed from traditional Final Fantasies. They hated how linear Final Fantasy X was. They griped about the fact that the map didn't really open up until you got basically to the end of the entire game. And but over the years, it really feels like 10 has stood the test of time, I guess. Like, all those detractors that were once there, I'm sure that some people do agree that they're still there and they still don't like 10. That's cool. But it seems like it's become one of the more popular of the series. And I do kind of... And what I remember about 12 is that in answer to the criticisms of 10, they made the combat real time again. Instead of, waiting an extra turn. They made it more dynamic. And And I think people also griped about 10 that it was a lot more like watching a movie than playing a video game. And so they dialed way back on the number of cutscenes that were in the game. And so most of the cutscenes pertained entirely to the story. And we never really got those kind of like intimate moments that I really like about 10. But, you know, I need to talk about that when I'm actually playing 12, don't I? Okay, I think I've stalled enough. Anyway, thank you so much, Zomber, for stopping by. I'm sorry there wasn't an episode last Tuesday. That was my fault. Oh, do let me know if you ever watch Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. I'd definitely like to hear your opinion about that. For anyone else, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Final Fantasy XVI. This is probably the last kind of sojourn that I'm going to take away from the story, focus on the story. The game has been teasing me with these questions all along, and I really don't feel like I've gotten very satisfactory answers, so damn it, it's time for some answers. Anyway, have a good night. This is Lynn signing out.